At some point in our lives, we all wished we were financially free and ultimately wealthy, similar to the investing icon Warren Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. But this will not happen if you do not know what hinders you from being financially free. You probably ask yourself, how can I ever escape my financial problem? Let me ask you a question then. Have you ever looked at the way you handle your finances? It is no secret that people who are broke and poor have bad money habits. But how do we change our ways and get out of the cycle? The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken, Buffett stated in his speech at the University of Florida in 2007. Bad habits tend to compound. If you continuously make bad financial decisions, it will become harder and harder to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Warren Buffett might have billions of dollars, yet he prefers to live life simply like he was not a billionaire. He is the perfect example of a billionaire who lives frugally and is highly disciplined in his finances, investment, and budgeting. In this video, we will uncover what money habits are keeping you broke and poor and immediately need to stop. This video is a sign of a money habit change for 2023. Poor money habit number 10, lifestyle inflation creep. This money habit has destroyed most people from achieving the financial freedom they are all striving for without noticing it. If you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need. Warren's words of wisdom. Lifestyle inflation happens when you start earning more money than before and living a lifestyle far from what you can afford. Let me demonstrate this to have a better picture. Let us say you are making $75,000 per year and disciplined with your finances, so you spend 80% of it because you want to save 20%. $70,000 times 0.80 equals $56,000. $70,000 times 0.20 equals $14,000. In 1 year, you spend $56,000 of your income and save $14,000. Another year has arrived and you get a raise to $80,000 a year, but you start spending 90% of your income without noticing it. $80,000 times 0.90 equals $72,000. $80,000 times 0.10 equals $8,000. You began spending $72,000 of your income and saving $8,000 this year without noticing it. How does it happen? You'll need an upgrade, even if you don't need it, because of pressure to match your net worth. This kind of psychology we have as humans is usual, but making it your habit is dangerous and needs to stop. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't live a better life, because you definitely should. Upgrading your lifestyle is acceptable if you are spending within your means. But if you're paying beyond your means, you start to have financial problems. Did you know that Warren Buffett still lives in the same home he bought back 64 years ago that is worth $31,500? About $289,000 in today's dollars. Poor money habit number 9, paying yourself last. Most people's poor investment strategy is to pay their bills first, set aside spending money for entertainment and other non-essential purchases, and then invest whatever they have left over, usually zero most of the time. That is why we have so many people retiring after 40 years with very little money. The problem is, if you are only investing in the amount that is left over, you could end up with little or no money to invest and nothing for your retirement 40 years later. Literate people pay themselves first before they can meet other expenses and bills. They prioritize building their wealth over others. Warren said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Because your expenses will often expand and consume all your money. Thus, you need to set aside your savings before spending it. So whenever you earn that check, pay yourself first by saving before spending. Paying yourself first is like investing in yourself. Poor money habit number 8, no financial plan. You heard that failing to plan is planning to fail. It is good to be aware of your financial situation to launch any action plan like consuming, saving, and investing. A financial plan will enable you to map out your goals, and you can do this by setting short-term and long-term financial goals. For example, a short-term goal can be save to a certain amount in a specified period, say 6 months, while a long-term goal could be simply repaying your mortgage. To break down your long-term financial plan, turn them into milestones that could make them easier to execute. Poor money habit number 7, no budget plan. Every poor person complains that they do not have enough money, yet none of them do not know where their money goes. Do you think tracking your expenses is hard? Staying poor and not being able to afford anything is much harder. Wake yourself up and realize how much money you unnecessarily spend on subscriptions and stuff you do not even need. Without a budget, it becomes easier to purchase impulsively. Anyway, the point of the budget is to help you make sure you spend your money on the right things, including basic needs like housing bills, groceries, and transportation. However, a budget is only successful when you stick to it. Poor money habit number 6, impulse buying. Come on, what is the point of a spending budget if you buy impulsively? Have you ever seen something that has caught your eye and bought it on the spot because you like it? An unplanned purchase is impulse buying and can lead to overspending. I know you may have been a victim of this many times. Say you are at the supermarket. The fruits and 1 gallon of milk are on your list. They are not an impulse buy. The chocolate candy you throw in your cart after spotting it is an impulse buy. Impulse purchases are not necessarily bad, but they compound and derail the chances of building your wealth. You can best avoid this by writing down a shopping list and focusing on your spending budget. Poor money habit number 5, credit card debt to reap the cashback rewards. The illusion, or false impression, of free money might be fascinating. Many consumers spend much more using their credit cards than when they pay with their pockets because they do not feel the pinch of cash leaving their wallets. Credit cards are one of the 8 wonders of the world that have made it easier and more convenient to purchase something. But Buffett is wary of credit cards. You can't borrow money at 18 or 20% and come out ahead, Buffett said. The idea of borrowing money with high interest will stop him because it causes him to be broke. Therefore, you should use your credit card responsibly and be cautious enough to avoid such traps. Understanding the danger of owning a credit card will enable you to cultivate better money habits. You can save yourself tons of money by paying your balances in full every month. Only put things on your credit card if you can afford it. There is a high risk of drowning in debt if you do not meet your obligations on time. Poor money habit number 4, keeping up with the Joneses. Have you heard of the saying, fake it till you make it? In the society we live in today, people will sacrifice their future to impress people they do not even like. Why do you need to upgrade your iPhone every year when the old one works? Why do you need to spend $100,000 on a wedding when you could invest in a business or travel the world with your loved one? Stop playing status games. Everybody gets the irresistible desire to flex or show off what they want to show. If you are financially well off, the pressure can get higher if those at work or in the neighborhood live a luxurious life that is too envious. You might get tempted to try and fit in by adopting poor money habits that might not work in your favor. You do not know what another person is going through, and you will, therefore, be making a wrong move by copying their lifestyle. A lot of what we see on social media is an illusion that people out there are living their best lives, but the truth is they are not. If your goal is to be financially free, you should not compare yourself to others and always choose to grow as a person. Poor money habit number 3, paying a lot in taxes. Taxes can be too complicated to understand for many people, but having a qualified tax planner or advisor on your side will help you identify tax loopholes that you can take advantage of. The tax code provides tax loopholes for average individuals. To reap the benefits and save big, you can employ numerous strategies. You can gain a significant advantage by carefully planning for potential tax implications while lawfully lowering your taxes on your income and assets. Let us say you have contributed to a 401k that is offered by your employer. By doing that, you can save a considerable chunk of taxes. Another way to do this is by opening a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. These are simply the types of individual retirement accounts that allow for free tax growth and withdrawals in retirement. A Roth IRA can be an excellent, effective strategy as it enables your investment to grow tax-free. Poor money habit number 2, having one source of income. One source of income is what destroys many people from achieving financial freedom. Have you ever thought of not working for 1 month without struggling financially? Most people think their job and company are going to take care of them forever until they don't. When it comes to a life or death situation, you do not want to live dangerously. You want to live safely, that provide the biggest returns. The investing icon Warren Buffett is cautious and advises that we should never depend on a single income. Make an investment to create a second source. Building multiple income streams is no longer a luxury. It has become a necessity. Poor money habit number 1, procrastinating in your investment. I do not have time. I am too young to start investing. I have other priorities. I do not have enough money. It is too late. It is too risky. It is too complicated. Many people postpone investing for their future because of these common excuses. All these excuses will prevent you from achieving your financial goals and objectives. Remember that procrastination is your worst financial enemy. Start investing now. The earlier you start, the better your financial wealth will be. Do not wait for a miracle to happen. Investing $1,000 in your 20s as opposed to your 30s could double your money by the time you hit 40. There has never been a better time to start investing in your future. Remember, embracing rich financial habits will set you on the path to financial success. Replacing poor money habits with rich money habits would not happen overnight, but with sheer commitment, you will have a better transition to better money habits. And there you have it, 10 money habits that are keeping you broke and poor. You now have a strong knowledge of what habits you need to stop doing today and take the extra steps to become financially free. It will surely take a lot of work, but you already took the first step by watching this video. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like and do not forget to subscribe.